Okay, so we're on Group 5, Advanced Portfolio Presentation. Over to you.
We don't actually know what ours is called yet. We're going to base it on the slogan, which is at the end.
Miles is our male protagonist, and he's unknowingly the last survivor of a fatal infection which has contaminated the whole world. He then meets Jazz, who is going through the transitions of the infection process, and he's running out of time to find the cause and the cure in order to save Jazz before she transforms. We are filming in a big deserted house to emphasise the isolation of the character, and empty streets is sort of the same reason again. And then there's unconscious people sort of going through the transition. And then everyone's going to be just wearing normal clothing because it's modern day. And that's to make it relatable to our target audience as well.
Our main influences was from 28 Days Later and I Am Legend. That's because they have a lead male protagonist and also the idea of the infection. We also took the love interest idea from 28 Days Later and how the infected people are the main threat.
The marketing we're going to use is obviously posters, magazines, and then a lot of social networking to keep it modern and up to date. We're going to do some early stuff like leakage, trailers and posters to build it up even more.
Our slogan is bad bringing out the good, and this is our slogan because even though the infection is seen as a worldwide disaster, some good has still come out of it, the underlying love twist. And our unique selling point is that there's actually no signs of obvious infection to people. So even though he knows he's not infected, he isn't aware of anyone else.
Okay, do we open it up to questions?
Does anyone have any questions?
Right.
Infection.
Basically, when you get infected, you then pass out for a couple hours, and then when you wake up, you start being infected, and then you go crazy.
So it's not zombie running, it's literally infection.
Yeah, there's no sign, you don't really know. It's normal people walking around all dodgy and stuff.
We were thinking to do a red line under the eyes, and then maybe a zoom in of the eyes to signal an infection.
Is that what you asked, Harrison?
No. How does it get passed on? Because if there's no way of seeing it, and there's nothing that they really do that's really out of the ordinary, then how do they give it to other people?
Introduction without the
All right, so that's something that maybe you need to work on, yeah. But so let's not get involved too much in that detail. But is it again this kind of dystopia where you don't really know why this has happened? You don't have a kind of reason. And I assume that your narrative is kind of been driven by this no signs kind of idea, apart from maybe this specific thing that you're going to do close-ups on. So is that the kind of main driving force behind the two characters? Yeah. This kind of no signs. Are they kind of unknowing about the infection and who's infected and who isn't?
She's infected, she's going through the transition period. So not only is he trying to find out what caused the infection, he's trying to save her.
Where is everyone else? Where is it just deserted? Or why is it deserted?
Because everyone's either hiding or unconscious from the infection, or walking around.
Did you kill you?
eventually.
Yeah.
Is there a cure?
That's what
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, that was a stupid question.
Can we ask about certification? How do you see it being sold as what kind of audience?
15, I reckon.
15. A lot of dystopian films are kind of 15, aren't they? So it's more the kind of thriller idea rather than the kind of sort of graphic violence. And Any other questions, Munya?
It's appropriate.
All right.
Are you for a location where you're going to shoot? Because there's going to be loads of people walking around and stuff.
Well, the guy that's acting sort of lives in a bit of a quiet area, so we're using his house and around there.
And
How
sorry,
far-
Karen.
like how far away from like, you know, it's all normal, then you got the infection. Like when is it set kind of from normality to infection? You know, so I don't know. If
Not the stage of the infection.
so how long ago was it? Like, I don't know how to say it. I've lost
Pretty recent.
Okay.
No, I get
Got
what
on
you're
you
saying.
there.
I guess you're tempted to say 28 days later.
Should made it 29. 28 plus 1.
Can I just ask, sort of on from that then, what's the kind of driving force behind the film? Is it the survival? Is there a relationship between these characters? How's that going to kind of play out?
I'd say it's both because not only is he trying to like survive himself, he's also trying to like save her. So it's like the love is driving the whole like narrative, but then because of the infections, like a big problem. It's also
So is this ultimately a kind of fatalistic thing? Is this kind of doomed?
yeah.
It's doomed. Okay. So that's your message to humanity, is that? Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Thank you. This group very good.